So that's it then. Over.
I'm not good at these things. Don't look at me like that.
This isn't what I wanted.
I'm sorry. I can't give you that.
These things are never really over when people say they are. So I don't know why we even bother saying these things. We'll see each other again, I presume. We'll probably both tell our friends about it. Maybe we'll catch up for a coffee sometime to try and be polite. We might even end up having sex again. I might have sex with one of your friends to try and make you jealous. But even if we don't, there'll still be a period of time in which you'll think about me, even if it is fleetingly. And I'll think about you, though probably not much. But we'll both indirectly influence each other's lives and therefore be present. When you've gone one whole year without thinking of me once, and I've done the same, then I think it's safe to say it's likely it's over.
Then we start with it being over.
Don't I get a say in this?
I'm sorry.
So we're starting at the end.
Yeah.
The back of a truck into my boot crosses on a massive...
Well, you don't know it's the end when it first starts.
I love looking through it.
Because really the start is the beginning of the end. So let's just start there.
We were just a normal, happy family back then,
No,
like everyone else.
we're going straight to the end.
I guess things started to change when Zeta passed away.
That's not fair. You can't just abandon me at the
That
end.
meant Mum ended up looking after Bubba Golda, as well as the rest of us.
Can't we please start at the start?
She forgets simple things, like my name, or how the stove works.
Okay, look, I'll make a compromise. We can start closer to the middle.
The middle.
Yeah.
Fine. Just as long as we reach the end.
Okay. But you have to promise to really try. No cheating.
I would never do that.
Okay. Well then take me to the middle.
There are 4 frickin' characters to...
Does this look right?
Good. Go.
To celebrate the... what's it been? Months, weeks, days, minutes, hours. Surely there've been minutes. For all those bloody glorious seconds, I propose that...
Aren't you supposed to be on one knee?
Not just yet, sweetheart. I'm proposing a toast.
Oh, how dry.
A toast to champagne.
Are you drunk?
I think I am.
Perhaps I should join you.
Do. The view's lovely.
When did you start drinking?
Well, before I met you, sweetheart.
No, I mean today.
Is that a trick question?
You're always drinking.
Sometimes I'm just drunk.
Well, then you're always drunk.
And sometimes I'm asleep.
That's just sad.
Terribly. You're entirely wasted on me, and I'm just wasted.
Perhaps I shouldn't be.
You're talking about leaving me.
No. No, I'd never leave you.
Ever.
Well, I mean, perhaps I'd have to leave to go to the shops or to pop out to the doctors, but...
But you're not talking about leaving me right now.
No. And you're not thinking of leaving me at this stage, right?
Right.
Right.
Must be because we're so happy.
Well, this is nice, isn't it?
It's a bit dull, isn't it?
Well, we could always do that bit that couples who are happy staying together and a bit bored do.
What bit?
You know. Down on one knee.
Oh, marry me.
You don't have to ask me straight away. It's a lifetime of commitment. Maybe you should think about it for a while.
Okay.
Okay, well, don't overthink it.
All right. Marry me.
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
So is that a yes?
Maybe. It's better than no.
Yes.
I could say no,
You could.
but I won't.
You couldn't say no to me.
Yes, I could.
No, you couldn't. I know you. I know you better than you think I know you.
Oh, really?
Really? Try me.
Ask you questions about myself. Don't you think I already know about myself?
I reckon you've got no idea about yourself. But I think that I've got you pegged.
And what would I like to ask about myself, great oracle?
I think you should ask yourself, why would I say no to this stunning specimen of a man when he gets down on one knee?
You didn't get down on one knee.
When he spoke quite seriously, with all intention of getting down on one knee. Why would I say no?
I didn't say no.
You said maybe. So obviously you have your doubts about this relationship.
Of course. But that's normal. Everybody has doubts about everything.
No, not me. I see things in black and white. I believe in absolutes.
So you don't doubt?
No,
What don't you doubt?
my beliefs.
Which are?
They're personal.
Most things involving a person are.
I'm still not telling.
So you can claim to know everything about me, but I can't even ask something of you.
What would you like to know?
So, could I ask you about your secret past?
I could lie about the answer.
Or would you?
Depends.
If the answer was bad.
The lie was better. It's just one thing you can't ask me. Unless it's a leap year.
There's no danger there. I'll save that one for you.
You are quite lovely.
Thank you. You're quite lovely for saying it.
Marry me.
Maybe.
All right. How did we meet?
There was a shipwreck.
No, there wasn't.
There was a shipwreck at sea, and the boat had been tossed and heaved all night through the storm. And then in the morning, all that was left was the door to the captain's cabin and the craps table from the gaming lounge.
And this ship had a gaming lounge.
Yeah, it was one of those big cruise liner ones.
Nah, this is crap.
Okay, then will you tell me how we met?
Well, I go to the bar we work every Friday night after work. I always see you there. And I like the way you dance and sing along while you mix my scotch and dry. One night, there was a lock-in, and I stayed for a bit to try to talk to you. But you disappeared after about 15 minutes, so I left. Then the next week, I waited out front for you after close.
You can have any beginning in the world, and you choose that.
Well, it's the truth.
But it's hardly very romantic. And besides, I had to go to the storeroom. I hadn't finished work yet. And if you'd have really wanted to keep talking to me, you could have followed me.
You want me to tell you how I followed you to the storeroom?
Well, that's not very romantic. It smells like stale beer and piss.
You want romance?
Yes.
I'm not very good at romance. Okay, we were... There were flowers. We were in a florist shop.
And you think a florist is romantic?
Well, I was buying you flowers.
I thought you said we met at the florist.
Okay, so I was buying flowers for someone else.
Exactly how many girls are you buying flowers for?
They were for my sick grandmother. But then I saw you there, so I bought you some roses.
Roses.
Fuck, I don't know. You tell me how we met.
Okay. Well, we met at a party.
Remember this party?
Yes. So we're at this party, and I see you sitting on the couch, and I think I've just got to talk to you.
Why was that?
You look fascinating.
Then it's definitely true.
Yeah, but then I found out you had a girlfriend.
Had a girlfriend? Really?
Yeah. So I just went off and kissed some other guy.
Which guy? I'll kill him.
Oh, it doesn't matter, babe. It's a good thing we got together. It's how you and I ended up together.
Let's see. Go on.
Well, this guy that I kissed,
he was interested in dating me, but I just decided that we were better off as friends. And we like this one band.
Which band?
So we go and see a few gigs. And then one night I decided to go and stay at his place.
Hang on. I thought you were just friends.
We are. I'm sleeping on the couch. I couldn't afford a taxi.
Well, you could have come and stayed on my couch.
I did.
What?
Well, it turns out the guy that I kissed was your housemate.
No.
Okay.
Yep. So anyway, I see you again. And you still look pretty amazing. And you and this girl have broken up by now.
How come?
She was a real bitch.
Really? What did she do?
She told one of your friends you couldn't get it up.
That's not true. I can always get it up.
I know. But get this. She said that you said she could sleep with your friend because you couldn't get it up.
Oh, what a bitch.
I know.
And did he?
What?
Sleep with her?
I don't know. I never really got that far.
I bet you he did.
Probably not. You've got really good friends.
Yeah. So, I'm single, you're single?
Stop trying to turn this into a one-night stand. Thank you very much.
But I find you very attractive. So, we didn't get together that night?
No. In fact, we didn't get together for weeks. We get to know each other before we sleep together.
And isn't it a bit hard to believe that I didn't make a move on you?
No, well, you've been so traumatised by what that bitch did to you that you've sworn off women.
She must have been some kind of bitch.
She was. I don't know how you ever went out with her.
I was young, I was dumb. What can I say?
So anyway, your housemate and I, we all start hanging out together, and then one day I realised I don't just like you. I'm actually totally in love with you.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I think I should tell you.
You should definitely tell me.
But I'm scared. I don't know how you feel about me.
Fuck the consequences. You should just tell me.
Okay, so we're all out one night, and then we're on the way home, and this housemate of yours that I kissed, well, he wants to get a souvlaki, but there's like 1,000 people at the souvlaki shop. So you and I, we go across the road to get some pizza. And then we're sitting outside, and I just blurted out. All I wanted to do was tell you. I think maybe you might not have heard me the first time. So I go to lean in closer to tell you again. But my chair overbalances and I'm falling. But it's like it's in slow motion. And now, you're slowly turning to look at me too. With your beautiful smile. And then I fall into your lap.
And then what?
that was it. We just knew.
Isn't that a bit anticlimactic? Couldn't I have said, I love you too?
No.
This is what it feels like to touch you for the first time.
This is my favourite part.
What is?
The nape. It's a beautiful word, don't you think?
It's a beautiful nape. Nuke en français.
You speak French.
No, I thought you did.
No. Nuke.
Let me see yours. This is my favourite part.
Not my right big toe. Not the dimple in my back.
Nope. Right here. We're asleep at night and I'm holding you. Wondering if you'll love me. If I'll love you. Wondering if I've pleased you. Hoping I've pleased you. I just stare at this spot right here. And I don't need to worry anymore.
Then it's yours.
What?
It's yours. The rest of me is mine. But that spot, it can be your territory.
My territory. My territory. We were so happy,
I know.
falling so heavily in love.
I know.
I really let myself love you.
I know.
I wanted it to work so much.
I remember.
What happened?
Things got bad.
Oh, well done then.
Hello?
Is everything okay?
Of course it's okay.
Are you sure?
Of course, I'm sure. Things are always okay. If things weren't okay, we'd all just drop dead from things not being okay.
Okay. Are you in much pain?
What sort of question is that?
A worried one.
I can't answer questions.
Well, I'm here for you. Is there anything I can do?
Rip your guts out and then tell me how you feel.
I'll leave you alone.
I didn't know what to think. I didn't know how to think. I forgot how to do that entirely. It's only now that I can think. And it grieves me now, realizing that you just didn't cease to exist. What little there was of you didn't just become antimatter. You're somewhere. In a bin, burnt to cinders. I can't bury you or take you with me. Carry you, or carry your ashes. And I want to. So badly. And I want to talk to you. To say hello. And don't be scared. Wherever you are, it's okay. I'm your mother.
Why didn't you say anything?
Why didn't you know?
How could I?
How could you not?
You're always so unreasonable, expecting me to somehow know what's going on inside your head. I didn't know how to help you.
I didn't need help. I needed support. I was so alone.
Well, every time I was around you, you just made me feel bad.
Oh, so it was reasonable for me to feel bad all the time, but you got to feel good.
I didn't try to make you feel bad.
Well, you didn't try to make me feel any better.
God, I hate this. You've already had your armada defeat me.
Oh, which armada?
Guilt, aloofness, martyrdom, sarcasm, snideness.
And you had yours. Ignorance, innocence, emotional impotence.
We fought over everything.
You never help out around the house?
You constantly nag me.
We don't spend any quality time together anymore. No wonder it seems like all I do is nag. We never have any fun.
You don't want to do anything anymore. You've become boring.
Just because I don't want to hang out with you and your mates drinking till 4 a.m.
If you don't want me to hang out with my mates, you should say something instead of being the long-suffering girlfriend stuck at home.
You should thank your lucky stars I let you have time with your mates. I'm very allowing of that. Most girlfriends aren't. You don't know how good you've got it.
Oh, if I've got it so good, how come I'm dumped with this mountain of guilt every time I walk through the front door?
Perhaps if you were there for me when I needed you, then you wouldn't feel so guilty.
How can I be there for you when you are so fucking distant?
You've got no idea what I've been through.
God, will you just give me some space?
can I ever expect this to be a successful relationship if you don't put anything back into it?
Were you ever gonna have sex again?
If we both feel like it.
Are you not attracted to me anymore?
It's not that.
I still love you.
I still love you too.
So, I just thought that...
Oh my god, is that all you ever think about?
No, but I'd like to think that I'm allowed to think about it. I didn't realise there was some kind of embargo in place.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't feel like it.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Well, I do worry about it.
Or maybe you should do something about it then.
And what are you suggesting? That I put in earplugs, take a few sleeping pills and tell you to go nuts?
Right, because being conscious, the thought of it's too much to bear, is that it?
We never had this problem at the start.
No, we didn't. I see girls on the train. And I think about having sex with them.
You don't want to have sex with me?
Of course I do.
Not like these train women.
Most mornings, I wake up and the first thing I'll think about is that you're lying next to me naked. I want to fuck you so badly. Then you roll over and you say you want to go to Philly's for breakfast and that you had this dream that you were baking pies. And you had to get into the oven to check on the pies and then you want to go to the market to get those flat mushrooms because you can't get them from the supermarket so that you can make us chicken and mushroom pies for dinner. But even if we don't go to the market and you don't bake anything for me ever, we just lie in bed and read the paper. And you read the real estate section and we fight over who gets to do the Sudoku. It's still just better. It's better than sex with any woman from any train. And it's better just knowing I can crawl under those covers and find your stomach and cover it with kisses. Find my way up to your face and the real estate section's still in your hand. But you're looking down at me. You're wanting me. You're loving me. It's better than anything. Your body, in every angle, from every position.
And then at the end,
Sleep.
it was nice to just sleep next to you.
At night, when all the little thoughts ran out, we'd shut our eyes.
At night,
I'd shut my eyes and trust you'd keep me safe.
Unmanned probe Oryx has commenced Venus descent and is 20 seconds from atmospheric entry.
And then you stop sleeping.
Roger, what is the forecast weather for its flight path?
Instruments indicate 190 to 300 kilometers an hour winds above clouds, increasing to 0 at the surface.
I'd lie awake terrified. So scared, and I wanted you to hold me. But you already were.
15 degrees Celsius in upper atmosphere to 480 degrees on the surface.
I felt like I was sliding away from you even as I slept.
Any concerns?
Negative. Venus weather normal. Instruments okay. All holding.
Can we not talk about the bad times? It's just too painful.
Parachute 1 deployed. Heat shield released. Probe at 54 kilometers above Venus.
I'm not gonna pretend it didn't happen. And you can't either.
I'm not pretending.
Weather balloon released.
It just happened.
As expected. Good.
I'm sorry.
We have a problem. Descent is erratic. Something's wrong.
Datus?
Large rotation autopilot not correct. 100 meters.
These things don't just happen. You can't accidentally slip and land on some guy's cock.
I know. I'm sorry.
In my bed. Fucking hell, in my bed. That makes me sick.
It makes me sick too. I'm sorry.
Can't make you that sick. I bet you fucking loved it.
What can I do to make up for this?
What can you do? You can go to hell!
No! I want to sort this out.
You really think that we can sort through this?
Yes. We can sort this out. I'll do anything. I love you.
Why did you do it? You barely touched me in the last 6 months. You go out, find someone else to fuck. You say you want to work through things. You're obviously just not attracted to me anymore. Otherwise, you could have just rolled over and had me. Instead, you're so desperate for a fuck, you go out and you find someone. Where? In a bar? A church? A supermarket?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Where was it? Where did you find him?
I was feeling ignored and maybe a bit hurt. Maybe all I wanted to do was hurt you.
Well, you did.
I know.
So you've brought us to here. Now what?
Isn't it obvious? This is why we would never work.
It doesn't have to be like this. Even if this is where we find ourselves. If we were strong enough, we'd get through this.
Oh, you really think we'd be able to work through this?
Yes.
You seem smarter than that.
Perhaps you only thought I was.
Okay. So, how does this dance go? How do we do this? How do we get past this?
You believe that I'm sorry and we just keep going?
Okay.
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 Okay, so what do you want to do now?
Betray the woman I love for betraying me.
No, we're moving past this, please.
Okay. How about you go make me a coffee?
You loved me so much. But then at the same time, you ruined me. I needed you so badly that I felt like a fool. Then you stopped seeing me. I became part of the furniture. And you never stopped to admire furniture. When things went from bad to worse, I got frantic. Just thinking that one day you'd be gone. And I had to know. Would anyone ever admire me again? Would anyone curl up in this bed once the imprint of you was gone?
But you didn't want anything to do with me. We lay next to each other for months. You must have known I wanted to make love to you.
Only because I was there. And once we were in bed and the lights were off.
So if I turned on a light, you never would have cheated on me.
That's right. We're nearly there.
If you didn't cheat on me, we don't have to end. We can make a real start.
Of course we have to end.
Why? I turned on the light.
So, we're fine? We can go back to the start?
We've already done the start. Brought us to here. Brought us to this end. We only get one chance.
But neither of us blew it. I mean, if you didn't cheat and I did everything right, didn't I?
You were wonderful.
So we're nearing the end.
We're almost there.
But I turned on the light.
Babe,
No, I turned it on. I'll turn on another. I'll turn on every goddamn light I can find. I'm gonna blind us, but let me be blind if it means saving us.
Well, that's one way we could do it. Blind ourselves so we can't really see what we are. Pretend that we're still shiny and new.
But we are.
No, we're not. Just look at me. I'm already dressed in every word of spite that you ever spoke.
Take it all back. There'll be new words. I'll make up new words just for you.
It's too late for that.
No, it's not. Why are you doing this to us?
Please, let's not fight. We've done enough of that already. Let's just be brave and face the end.
Together? We'll face it together?
Together. But please don't let that give you hope.
I really thought we'd work things out.
Don't be silly. Besides, none of this is really real.
So now what?
Well, we'll both tell friends about it. We'll catch up for a coffee to be polite. We might even have some angry breakup sex, I don't know. Maybe you'll try and hit on one of my friends to try and make me jealous. There's a good possibility we'll give it another go. Once I realise I am jealous. But even if we don't, there'll still be a period of time in which you'll think about me. I'll think about you. And we'll indirectly influence each other's lives and therefore be present. When you've gone one whole year without thinking about me once, and I've done the same, then it's all finally over.
I thought we were falling in love.
We were. Say hi if you ever stop by the bar. Hey.
Goodbye.
It's good while it lasted.
In our relationship, there's no sunny days, no stormy days. We're in a constant state of overcast. Sometimes I think I see a patch of blue for me and you, but I guess it just depends on where you look. Sometimes I think I see a patch of cloud, but I'm thinking out loud, or else I'm not thinking. I stand beside you. I'm shooting from the hip when I say that what we had went stale while we stood by. We didn't even try. In our relationship, there's no passion and no pain. We're in a constant state of numbness. Sometimes I think I feel a surge of hate, so angry I shake, but then I feel nothing. And neither of us wants to be here, but we're too afraid to change. Rearrange. In our relationship,